BlackRock partnered up with CoinBase. Crude oil prices fell this morning, and a rare indicator signal is hinting that Bitcoin may be at its lowest point. Today I will tell you what this indicator is and what to make out of it. Plus, what is the economy doing? And why have we seen a rally in the market within the last few weeks despite the Fed raising interest rates and all the uncertainty in the markets? Let's take a look. Hi, Bitcoin Adames here. Welcome to your channel. My goal is to bring you updates on Bitcoin and the world of finance through these short videos so you can stay level-headed during these uncertain times. So today Dow Jones and S&P closed in the red today, just a hair, and Nasdaq was up just a little bit. And Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto are in the red today. Today Bitcoin is continuing the consolidation that we talked about yesterday, and this is still a healthy consolidation as long as it doesn't consolidate for more than the next couple of days. After that, it may become a bit concerning because then it will go down to the channel, to the bottom of the channel. There's a chance for it to break through. Now let's talk about the economy. The weekly jobless claims rose to 260,000, and we're hearing about different layoffs every day from different companies, so that will definitely not help these numbers. Why have we seen the stock market rally within the last few weeks? I think this video sums it up nicely.
According to Hightower Stephanie Link, why does she think that? We take that question to her right now. She's sitting right in front of me here. Why do you think that? I mean, we've had a great run, right? S&P up 14% from the lows, Dow 10.5%, the Nas 20%. Why does it last for at least a few more weeks, do you think?
Well, it's been an interesting week. We got really good, solid economic data on the one hand, and we also are getting really good inflation data. It's coming down, right? We're still at elevated levels, but it's coming down, and I think that's why the market is rallying, right? So the economic data, jobs better, JOLTS, Challenger Gray, even initial claims, they're at still close to historic lows, right? We'll see what we get tomorrow. Factory orders really good. ISM new orders, that's a leading economic indicator, near 60. At the same time, you have food prices coming down. You see what's happening with energy. And the ISM's prices paid, both manufacturing and services, down at 1-2 year lows. So I think all of this is kind of exciting for people. I can see why growth is actually doing better than value, and it has. And I think that can continue.
You're telling me that this is now a glass half full market rather than a glass half empty? Because it sounds like that's what you're telling me.
For now, right? And earnings are hanging in. Guidance has been pretty good. But for now, what we don't know is all the moves that the Fed did and what they will do going forward. We don't know what that means for the economy a little bit longer term, right? So shorter term, I think the momentum stays. And then we get September, and we get a Fed meeting, and then we get more rates. And we don't know if Bullard is going to be right. They're going to go to 3.75 to 4. So we have a lot of unknowns.
Well, but it's not just Bullard, though, right? I mean, this week has been the thing with every single Fed speaker has been hawkish.
Right.
Like saying to the market, I don't know what your reaction has been since Powell came out.
Right.
You guys are all wrong.
I agree that this bear market rally may last a few more weeks, but we ought to listen to the Fed's warnings about the interest rate hikes coming. Now the big news of the day. BlackRock partnered with CoinBase today, and that caused Coinbase's stock to rally. Coinbase's stock actually opened up about 31% higher today, and at one point it was as high as some 40% higher, to about $116. Of course, it has come back to about $90 right now, but it's a lot higher than it was yesterday, which is about $78 before the news came out. Now, the reason for this huge jump today is, of course, because BlackRock, as you may already know, is a behemoth investing company with about $10 trillion in assets. Imagine these assets exposed to crypto. This is a great news for crypto, a much needed great news, of course, with all the back-to-back bad news that we've had since the beginning of the year. And some more good news today is that U.S. crude oil falls below $90 a barrel. This is really good for the economy, of course, as it can help with inflation, assuming it keeps going down. This will help with many different things, from what you pay at the gas pump, to the cost of goods and delivery, down to the cost of plastic even. Now let's talk about the rare signal indicator. It's called the difficulty ribbon. As you can see, every time the indicator shows a bottom, within the last few years, since 2019 at least, Bitcoin prices have gone up afterwards. So for example, in January 2019, it showed the bottom, went up, and in March of 2022, it showed the bottom, went up from there, then it showed another bottom, and it just took off, of course, from there. Then in July of 2021, it showed the bottom, took off from there, and this time it is beginning to show a bottom. Now, one thing to pay attention is in the prior times when it showed a bottom, or as it started to show a bottom, depending on different scenarios, it did take some time to find the bottom. For example, it started showing a bottom right about here, but then it took about a few months for it to actually go down all the way and find a bottom. So at this point, I would argue that we are at the early stages of this indicator. And my thoughts on this indicator is I would take it with a grain of salt, because within the last 4 years that this indicator is showing, or during the whole history of Bitcoin for that matter, we have never had a recession. At least not a fully blown recession like the one we are going through right now. Yes, we had a minor one back in March of 2020, but it wasn't anything like what we are about to witness. So I would definitely stay cautious and not jump the gun. My point is this: there are many different indicators out there that are showing that the bottom for Bitcoin is in and we're going up from here. And while great news like this about BlackRock and CoinBase is an amazing help to the crypto world, let's not forget about the inflation and recession. Well, the good news is if you're still watching this video, that means you're enjoying it. Please take a moment to smash the like button and subscribe, and please share this video with someone that you know that might benefit by it. This will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm and push this video higher on the search list. Now, YouTube thinks you will enjoy the video on the right-hand side of your screen. Go ahead and click on it, and let's see if YouTube is right. Until next time, my friends, stay safe and enjoy every moment.